Welcome back, everyone. We are so happy to see you. This is a Portal to Ascension show. I'm your host, Dr. Joan of Angels, and we are talking today with our guest, Dr. Jennie Hsu. We're going to be talking about her work and the New Living Expo. And just to let you know that the New Living Expo is brought to you by Portal to Ascension. And you can check out Portal to Ascension at portaltoascension.org to find out all the amazing things that we're doing over there and join our events. So, what happens if healing isn't all about choosing modern medicine and holistic wellness, but it's all about integrating them intelligently? Our integrative physician, Dr. Jennie Hsu, is going to join us in a few minutes to talk to us about real healing, listening to your body, and activating the wellness potential that each of us has. And I think you're going to all enjoy that. All right, now take a deep breath with me. We're just going to get started. Good. And so I'm Dr. Joan Hangard. I want you all to know I'm also known as Joan of Angels. I work privately as a personal strategy advisor and as an executive producer and creative director for New Living Expo. And I really help people navigate transitions and decision-making in critical times. So if that resonates with you, reach out. I'll be happy to help you. Now, I want to show you a little bit about
The world is changing faster than ever before. And within this evolution, a new consciousness is rising. At the New Living Expo, thousands gather to expand consciousness, explore new conscious technologies, ancient wisdom, and the future of human potential. Immerse yourself in 3 days of heart-expanding wisdom and mind-binding awareness, with over 90 speakers sharing tools to awaken your highest potential. 125 exhibitors, 3,000 attendees, awakened souls unite in one powerful weekend of learning, healing, and connection. Experience transformation, connection, and the next chapter of human evolution. It is time for humanity to awaken. Join us at newlivingexpo.com.
So exciting. It's so welcoming. I hope you all think about joining us. We want to see you there. It's a gathering of souls that have been together this life, other lifetimes, with our energies really resonant. And where else can you go to be in a gathering of people whose soul work is really resonate with yours? So I hope you consider coming and joining us. So today's guest is Dr. Jennie Hsu. She's an integrative physician who brings together Western medical training with holistic patient-centered care, heart-centered care, really. And I've had a chance to know Dr. Jennie personally. I traveled with her to Egypt. She not only was a great companion, but really she was my practitioner. She actually took care of me with some of the issues that I was experiencing on the travels. She's amazing as a doctor, as a friend, as a heart healer, and she brings to the table new methods, new healing methods that in today's world are really important. Hello, Dr. Jennie.
Hello, Dr. Joan. Thank you for the warm welcome. And I'm so grateful that you are a guiding light. And yes, everything is about our heart at this point and bring really the ancient wisdom into the modern world space. And I'm thrilled to be at New Living Expo and being able to share what wellness visions can offer in regards to holistic health and wellness. And really it's about living fully and in a state of just abundant energy and moving into this expanding consciousness and also the rising frequency on the planet.
So let's start off with okay, you were trained as a medical doctor.
Yes.
A medical practitioner. And how many years did you work as like a straight I use the word straight, a straight medical practitioner?
Yes, thank you for the question. So I received my medical degree at UCSF. back in 1998. So I was a practicing primary care internal medicine physician for 20 plus years. And I started having this awakening of my own soul's journey back, I would say this was around 2014, 15, when I was going through a challenging time in my life and the end of a 25-year marriage. But that was the impetus for growth, spiritual growth, really. And that's when I found that the way I healed myself was through meditation, exercise, yoga at that time. And I was so inspired that I wanted to find out more to help my patients heal. So that started me on the path of moving into becoming a health and wellness coach and doing a lot of training. Uh, I became a lifestyle medicine physician and a Huna energy healer, which is an ancient Hawaiian, actually Lemurian form of healing. So I've been expanding my scope of what I can offer to people in the skills and techniques that I've learned in the past decade plus. So it's been a wonderful journey. And again, I was so just honored to meet you and hear about your life journey and also appreciate all the many skills you have, not only as a healer, but artist as well.
That's right. I forgot I have a piece of art in your center, and one day I'm coming over there to look at it. So, not just to look at it, I'd like to see your clinic anyway. And
Yeah.
I'm all about integrative medicine and alternative medicine and things that really work for your body to heal from the inside out. So, let's start with Soul Visions. Then, like, how did you sort of evolve then into Soul Visions, and what do you do now then?
hmm And that's a great question. I think that many of us have had a soul mission of healing through likely many lifetimes. And so the call was always there. And I think that for me personally, there was a purpose for me to be in the Western medical system to learn that, but also to be aware and learn what wasn't helping my patients and seeking answers beyond that. And so as I really kind of evolved, as I became a health and wellness coach, I trained in hypnosis and other modalities of healing that I saw was very powerful in really that the best healers are the individual people. So I'm there as a facilitator to guide them. And so I've come to really understand, and after also having many different kinds of readings, that I'm there to really be a resource for people to activate the divine within them so that they can also follow their own purpose and passion. So what we do at Wellness Visions, our vision is to empower people and to really get them aligned mind, body, and soul, and whatever they're meant to experience in life. And so I was really excited when I came across several advanced technologies that supported that vision of aligning your mind, body, and spirit, of which one of them is the energy enhancement system. And we actually offer a 48 unit EE system at Wellness Visions here in Richmond. And not only does it help people of all ages with their energy levels, but detoxifying their body. And that's really very needed in this current time because there's a lot of toxicity in our world right now. But we also are really excited to see some of the shifts that are not only happening physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So we find that a lot of people get connected to themselves, to God. And so it's really quite extraordinary to be able to witness their shifts, their transformations at our center.
So there's very few healing technologies that say you can get closer to spirit, that you can get closer to God and who you are. So this is actually quite revolutionary. Although I will say when I adjusted people, sometimes they'd say they opened up their channels to meditate. so I know. So let's talk a little bit about this. So what happens when, and I guess they're not patients, they're clients.
They're members. We are a private ministerial association here. So they come and it is a free membership. So we're open to all ages. Some of our members actually even bring their pets because pets need healing too. So we have days that are set aside for people to bring their dogs or cats. But the technology is safe for children, babies, even pregnant women. So how many technologies are also safe for young? Yes, for everyone. So what's beautiful about the energy enhancement system or EE system is that it takes nature's frequency, so Schumann resonance, the resonance of a virgin rainforest, it's encoded into what looks like computer screen. So if you look over to my left shoulder, you'll see a picture of what looks like colored, beautiful colored lights. And when you come to visit our booth at New Living Expo, I will have a miniature version called the EE Cube at New Living Expo. So you'll be able to experience what's called the scalar energy. And so the E system is based on Nikola Tesla's work. And so the scalar energy is this bioresonant field, coherent field that you can be in. And so when you're in that field, it will help, let's say, open up the channels of where there might be some stuck energy and allow that to move. So I'd like to share with people that for some people, it is like a whole body acupuncture, even though the E system is synergistic with other modalities of healing. So, for example, chiropractors in the E system have noticed that the adjustments that they make is so much more faster in healing and doing the alignment compared to in a place where there is no E system. And that goes, we've had acupuncturists here as well. So it's a synergy of using these energies together.
So, all right, that's very fascinating because you're talking about group healing,
Yes.
right? And I have to laugh because my whole time as a chiropractor, I used to get frustrated that I could only adjust one person at a time. I have two hands, but I couldn't do even two people at a time. And so I'm listening to what you're saying, and I realized, so how do we have like a whole family can come in because it's not like anything you put on, like, how does this work?
Yeah, that's a wonderful question. So we invite people to come. The best thing to do under the E system is to relax, have a focus intention of what you're wanting to shift or let go of. And then the best thing is to meditate or take a nap. And we have folks who come in even during the daytime to take a nap. We have daytime and nighttime options. So there are people who come in for 10-hour overnights. And so during that time, when you're resting in a meditative state, which, by the way, the research shows that you can get into a gamma state like a Tibetan monk in 7 minutes under the E system. And in that state of meditation and deep relaxation, as well as sleeping, your stem cells are activated. So it's supporting your body's natural ability to heal itself. And that is really how the power works. Though I'm so glad you tapped into, it's also the power of people coming together to support each other's healing. So how that works is that Dolores Cannon, who's many people may know that she was a well-known hypnotherapist that developed the QHHT healing model, was that she said that when we gather in a group, we can really magnify and it's squared. So if there's 10 people at the center, sometimes we have 10 people, it's 10 squared. So it's like 100 people in the room, and you're all helping each other in your focus intention for whatever you're wanting to achieve.
I get it. Oh my God. It's creating a powerful vortex of energy, a higher vibrational frequency then.
Absolutely. So it's a scalar toroidal field that is centered in the main room of where the 48 unit is, but as a toroidal field, and we have a toroidal field since we are beings of energy too. So it actually extends out for hundreds of miles when it's been measured. But as a toroidal field, it goes up to the air, goes down to the earth. So Dr. Sandra Rose Michael, who's the inventor of the EESystem, has said that it is like earth acupuncture. It's healing the communities, animals. The main effect is in the room because you're receiving the biophotons, and these biophotons are actually uh, causing a field effect by colliding and creating the scalar field. But the reason why you see colored lights is that it actually matches the chakra colors, and they are encoded into the programming Fibonacci sequences, sacred geometry forms, and so a lot of angelic frequencies, and you would know that well, is encoded. So each of these units, while they might look like simple computers, they're field engine generators. So they can really be felt by people who are very attuned to energy. But it's what we call a hyper healthy environment, and it can mitigate actually negative detrimental energy like EMF and 5G.
I think it's amazing that to me, this is like we're moving into the new earth. In fact, the new living, okay, the new way of living. You have a private association. You've kind of shifted from the traditional medical doctor to more of a resource or a provider of systemic healing as opposed to symptom-based healing.
Yes, because the goal is that our divine state is to be healthy and whole and have abundant energy. And so some of this is really bringing that frequency of transformation, self-realization of who we truly are. And so it's a way to really activate actually the dormant layers of the DNA. If those who are aware of Cryon's teachings are, that we have many more layers of DNA. The so-called junk DNA isn't junk DNA. It is actually encoding much more of our true nature and history and abilities.
I've always had difficulty understanding this concept of junk DNA. It's as if they want us to reject those parts of our body for some unknown reason, which is probably that they're very powerful DNA strands.
Yes, and our DNA is extraordinary. It's multidimensional, and really the potential, the true human potential is vast, and it's exciting time because we will be uncovering that more. And EESystem is part of the advanced technology. Actually, when I have discussed with Dr. Sandra Rose Michael about the download that she received on a lunar eclipse many decades ago, she said there's a connection to Arcturians with the technology.
So it's an advanced Arcturian healing modality.
Yes, and some people have recognized that it's a portal itself.
I already hear that it's a portal. I think it's really interesting because you have like maybe 10 or 20. How many people at most can you fit in there?
That's a great question, because typically during the morning, afternoon, and overnights, our capacity may be somewhere around 18, but we are really excited to offer community events and many different kinds, sound healing, guided meditation. Sometimes we have musicians who come in, and so our capacity can go up to seat upwards to 50 people. So we've had Stargate circle meditations here. We had a well-known Buddhist monk who's an internationally known artist named Lamatashi Norbu here last summer. So it was exciting to be part of the community creating art and also singing sacred chants together. So we do a lot of fun things at the center.
So, in other words, I can be getting treated for all sorts of health issues while I'm listening to the sound healing or a lecture or like having a good time while
Yes.
I'm getting healed. Are you trying to tell me that?
Yes, because that's really my personal interpretation of what we're meant to do on this uh, earth in this time is to enjoy life and to have a good time. So it is very important that we find ways to connect to each other. So I know New Living Expo is doing that, connecting, as you said, like-minded hearts and souls, and having a chance to learn about different ways of being and living. And so I'm really excited that A Portal to Ascension is taking it to another level of connecting many others and offering technology like the EESystem. And we actually have another wonderful technology that I just started offering this past year called the Song Laser. And that's also
I was going to
advanced.
ask you about that.
Yes. So the Song Laser is a advanced laser technology to activate your stem cells in a powerful way. So Dr. Todd Ovokides, who some people may know through the fact that Cryon, as channeled by Lee Carroll, has talked about Dr. Todd Ovokides for just decades. And this unique procedure, the Song Laser, harvests we harvest what we call your V cells, very small embryonic like cells that can cross the blood brain barrier.
Stop. What do you mean you harvest it?
So this is a medical procedure. As a licensed physician, we have a team, a medical team, and so I have a couple wonderful nurses that are trained in this procedure with me. We take your own stem cells, so nobody else's, your own stem cells. And the way that this operates is that we isolate these stem cells and activate them with a specialized red light laser. It's not like any kind of red light. I mean, there's a lot of wonderful red light devices, but this is a very unique one that also creates a field, very much like actually the E-System, but in a different way. So we can turn on 2.5 times the V cells in activation mode. And so when we reintroduce these activated stem cells back into the body, it's like 80 million V cells. And we can focus the part of the body in multiple areas at times. And so there are published clinical cases of using the Song laser. And I have even personally witnessed in folks I've treated or watched videos of people being treated where it's extraordinary. People who had Parkinson's, for example, had difficulty with movement, moving either slowly, that with time after the Song laser, they were moving faster, the balance was better. There are people who are also getting benefits after a stroke. There was a published case studies with 10 people with advanced heart failure where they were on the heart transplant list, and 9 out of the 10 got off the heart transplant list. They had improved cardiac function, heart function. And I know of one of them that was a well-known bishop in Europe, and he lived for more than a decade, so long beyond what was expected if his heart had continued in the state that it was. And the powerful thing is it's helping people with genetic disorders like Huntington's disease. And it's helped some children with some types of conditions that there were no cures. So it's really extraordinary that there is hope. There's an opportunity to shift how we think about healing, because the current Western model is that disease has a progression. However, there is an opportunity to rethink that, even though the underlying, let's say, factors or root causes of disease is what I like to share as a lot of there is a tie to psychic reasons. even if it may seem like an accident or that it's genetic. There's a reason for it. So that's part of the process of healing, is to identify the root causes. So that's part of our process, is how do we look at the root cause, release that, but give you support, whether it's through the EESystem or the song laser, and really bring it in a beautiful way together, knowing that you are the one who's in control of decisions about what you want to create, how you want to feel, how you want to be, and bring it all together. So it's a powerful combination to be able to do that.
It sounds amazing. Okay. In fact, in the back of my mind, because I don't practice anymore, I'm going, oh my God, if only these all had come out 20 years ago when I was practicing.
Mhm.
That would have been remarkable. The opportunities that all of you have for real, true healing in your body. I just read something the other day, Dr. Jenny, that um, they have found that the medications that you've taken even 50 years ago stay in your body. They're still impacting you, and that's particularly true of antibiotics. I had no idea.
Mhm.
They stay in your body forever.
And that's where the E-system has its power for detoxing. People
Ah,
have reported that they've seen metal um, come out in the detox bath. And anything's possible, like with the song laser, what Dr. Todd showed, he showed us a video during our training of a Harvard biologist who had this chronic neuropathy for, so continued nerve pain for 30 years plus. And within a month, 85% of that was gone.
I'm blown away. So, what are you going to be talking about? You're speaking at the expo. What will you be speaking about? And do you know your time at all?
Yes,
I should look it up.
I believe that I'm speaking in the middle of the day on Saturday, and that my focus will be about the EE system, the song laser, and we have a program that was created here at Wellness Emissions by myself called Regenesis Transformation, and it's bringing those two modalities, and we have another organic plant-based product called Televital, developed by a well-known regenerative medicine scientist named Dr. Bill Andrews. So we'll highlight how this particular set of just plant medicine actually lengthens the telomeres, which are capping the ends of our chromosomes, but your longevity and your health and vitality is connected to the length of the telomeres. So in just seeing the changes that have occurred in people taking this product called Televital, it is really remarkable that there's so much out there that, and many kudos to the scientists and healers that have brought these technologies and products together. So we're really excited that this is a way to really support the body's ability to heal itself.
Well, I want to say many kudos to you, Dr. Jenny, for transitioning and having that soul desire to really bring true healing to the planet and to our people. And I think that deserves recognition, like waking up from a system that you saw was not working for you as a practitioner and for your clients.
Thank you.
So
I'm
actually, really, I want to applaud you for that. That's huge. That's huge. Do you think and my last question before we have to go, do you think there are many practitioners like you that have transitioned out of the traditional model to a new model? Not the same as you, but a new
yes. I think that there are many practitioners, whether or not they are, let's say, physicians, nurse practitioners, nurses. I'm speaking more of the allopathic world, which I know more about. That even when I was doing my training as a lifestyle medicine physician, there were a lot that were awakening, and we are aware that there are more people awakening, but it's really important for people out there to know that they can find the answers and seek the resources they need right now. There are people, whether it's myself or other enlightened healers like yourself who are out there and open to having people come to our centers to see what's possible to heal. And it really is the desire to really take charge of your own health. So the themes about just self-care, loving ourselves, forgiving ourselves, and just being able to expand our light, our energy, to be in the space of love and focus on this vision of building a new world, a new earth. And one of the other things that I like to also share with people, that we are part of Mother Earth and the divine. And so to me, this is a way of creating the heaven on earth within us. Our body is a temple, and it is meant to be just nourished and loved in whatever state it's in right now.
In all ways, Dr. Jennie. Well, I just want you to know we really appreciate having you on the show. We're really excited to have you at the New Living Expo. I love your work. In fact, I can't wait to experience it over there at the New Living Expo. So I want to thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.
Thank you. It's an honor to be interviewed by you and to be speaking to the New Living Expo community.
You're just so beautiful. It's an honor to be with you again. So I'm going to look forward to seeing you there. And thank you so much, my dear.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
All right. We are so fortunate to have Dr. Jennie. I'm telling you, she is an angel. When I met her on the bus, and we started talking, she is just a pure angel. And when she says that she can help you heal your body, mind, and spirit and raise that, it's true. So I encourage all of you to reach out to her. If you can't come to the expo, reach out to her, but come, and really, I think we're going to learn a lot. So thank you, Dr. Jennie. Also, thank you to all of you. I'm so appreciative. We're so glad that you're here with New Living Expo, that you're here with Portal to Ascension and loving on all of our guests. So you can join us at the New Living Expo. Just go to newlivingexpo.com or at the Mystery Cruise at Sea. Just check it all out at Portal to Ascension. And if today's conversation has activated something inside of you, feel free to reach out to me, Joan of Angels, at joanofangels.com. Meanwhile, we will see you all next time. And remember, miracles are manifesting all around us, and you have an opportunity for true healing. All right, that's it for today. We'll see you all next time.